You really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Succop now set to kick it off following the made field goal. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're coming off a fourth down gamble that last drive that backfired, CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on fourth down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
On second down, here's Henry. Nothing can stop him. Oh, a second dosage. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10.
26.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick, and the Buccaneers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Here's a throw out line complete to his running back right side. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be second down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Got his man, it's Bo Melton. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because...
Oh, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And the Packers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Excellent job on the tackle for loss by Harold Landry, shooting into the backfield. Henry again on second down. And he stopped immediately there. Maybe a gain of a yard down today, about half of the spot actually in the game. So 3rd. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You're talking about little guy? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because
he's got a man complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling in these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, but they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on the game, not many better than him. When they're throwing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. On play action, Rodgers. Got a man, it's Tunyon. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Derrick Henry, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Packers have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Crosby with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw complete to Otten. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. Play action, it's Brady. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to get it back here just past the 35. So now it's 2 straight drives that end with an interception.
And the first time, the first interception, they ended up getting 6 points out of it and taking the lead. Now they have an opportunity to increase that lead after their second pick on 2 drives.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
His size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get through to the line of scrimmage.
The offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. They'll run. It's Henry. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot.
Hey, ball 66.
They go up the middle with Chubb. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They run it again with Chubb. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Here's Chubb on the read option. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. And they'll send the slot in motion left. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 40 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Brady eluding the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
To throw again on 2nd down. Brady. The pass caught by his running back, Nick Chubb. And the Buccaneers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Chubb is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. On 2nd and goal. Brady, the quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. Now Brady bounces forward on the jet sweep. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. George Pickens from 3 yards out. And the Buccaneers have retaken the lead. Extra point put through by Succop. And the lead is now 10-7. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Charles, we'll see how this offense responds. Remember, the last time they were out, they went for it on 4th down, did not get it, and that led to a touchdown on the other side. So they need a response here.
They certainly do, and I just have a question for you. You think that was a gut feel, or was that analytics that came into play there, deciding to go for it on 4th down?
That felt like gut to me. What about you?
Yeah, absolutely, because the way it backfired, where they are in the game, all those things, that didn't feel like an analytics call. That certainly felt like, hey, I feel like we can get this right now. And unfortunately, it didn't work out for them.
They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. They fake the give. Now Rodgers escaping the pressure right. He's got his tight end. It's Albert Okwuegbunam. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
He finds Watson complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving.
Well, Charles, what a rookie season he had catching the football, over 1,000 yards on the year, and he comes through there with a nice grab.
And we've seen wide receivers in recent years come in and have big years right away. And you think about Justin Jefferson in 2020, 1,400 yards and huge impact on his team and on the league. This guy, he's following his footsteps as an impact guy here in year 1. And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another 1st down.
That's a Packers touchdown. Calvin Ridley, as the 1st half is winding down. And the Packers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this 1st half. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
And
that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Jahan Dotson in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Bucs have yet again retaken the lead. Extra point up and good by Succop, and it's now 17-14. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the 1st half as they'll kick this one away. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Rodgers. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. One of these 2 teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working, but they run it more effectively. They may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Play action. Now it's Brady.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Uchenna Nwosu, the outside linebacker, coming up to drop him for a loss of a full 10 yards. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Henry up the middle, and he'll get it down here to the 43. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 3 to go. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll send a receiver in motion left. To throw is Rodgers. Being chased out left. He rifles one that's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Bucs are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the 4th quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
Dancing to his left. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, no surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down.
Able to find his man, it's Pickens. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, this has been all that we'd hoped for. 2 of the game's all-time great QBs slugging it out in a one-score game here in the second half. 1st and 10.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs. Keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Slot man moves right. On play action. Now Brady. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. And incomplete here to bring up fourth down as the rookie couldn't haul it in.
I've become a firm believer over the years that many drops happen before the ball's even snapped. When you call wide receiver screen, as we saw there, I know these guys really well. They're thinking about that play going to the end zone, and sometimes they forget to catch the football first.
Brady going to go on fourth down. And Brady going to be intercepted a third time.
Picked off by Kobe Bryant. And the Packers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. But Charles, I know you appreciate seeing this great defense, especially with the heightened intensity of the postseason. These two defenses, they have risen to the occasion to force back-to-back interceptions.
You know me well, Brandon. I always stand with my fellow defenders. And I love watching them make plays, and you nailed it. It's playoff time.
Touchdown! Well, they talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was, and if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that will make this a 4-point game. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
And the Packers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
They'll try the right side with Henry.
And he'll get about 3 out of that, up to the 39-yard line.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Rodgers to throw.
This will go to Henry out wide.
And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. Steps away to his left. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Packers. Even though he was forced from the pocket, still able to adjust, make the long throw, and it ends with a really big touchdown.
Yeah, moving to his left. The key to everything when they're moving outside of the pocket, doesn't matter which side, making sure those shoulders get around and you get back square so you can get everything on the throw and create the big play we just saw there downfield.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.